Victoria Bond, how are you this evening? And welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm fine. It's great to meet you, Robert. Thank you for having me on.
I am thrilled to have you on. I'm thrilled to talk about your new book, Zora and Me, the Summoner, the trilogy capper so far. We'll get into maybe there's a possibility for a book 4, but Zora and Me, the Summoner is available now. So, Vicky Bond, I do not do other people's biographies, and I don't summarize other people's books because that's just a way for me to get myself in trouble on both. So the best place to start is if you would give esteemed audience kind of an overview of your background.
Sure. Well, my name is Victoria Bond, and I'm in New Jersey. I grew up in New Jersey. I was raised by my grandparents, who both were voracious readers. And I wanted to be a poet from an early age, and this stuck with me for a while. I got an MFA in poetry. In that program, I met my husband. But before I went into that program, I got my first job in publishing, where I met T.R. Simon, who is the co-creator of the Zora and Me trilogy. And way back now, I guess in 2000, maybe 2005 or 2006, TR, who is Tanya, told me that she had this idea. And I went over to her house for lasagna. And she said, "Look, Vicki, I want to write a middle grade series." And I said, "Really, you do?" And she said, "Yeah, about Zora Neale Hurston. You want to write it with me?" And I thought, well, maybe. Okay, great. Yes, of course. I want to work on it with you. And Tanya, I think we had worked together. We talked all the time about different types of ideas, stuff that maybe we could work on together, work on separately. You know, we were just really good friends that just chatted. And I think you could ask her, but I'm pretty sure Tanya presented the Zora and Me idea because I had written my first novel that was absolutely and completely garbage, Robert. It was so bad. And I gave it to Tanya, and Tanya read it and said, "Yeah, Vicki, this is pretty bad. But there is a bright spot. You write young characters really well. You have like a group of like tweens in your book, and those are the parts of the novel that actually work." So I filed that away, and I think Tanya filed that away too. And between her idea and me just trying to learn how to write, kind of came together to co-create this series.